Hi again. So, you, you know what? I do these videos for you guys because Mr. Hemphill asked me to, and I'm his peer counselor, so I have to. But I was actually recommended for this because it takes a certain type of kind of person to stare at a camera and talk about math. But I don't consider myself very good at math. I don't. But how I've been able to get through math and get it myself into a college algebra class is by keeping things as simple as possible. Now, a lot of people, because it's math, they tend to overcomplicate things. X. Oh man, there's an X in the alphabet. Oh, I mean, an X in the number system. Oh man, I don't know what to do. No. Keep stuff as simple as possible, and you'll be able to succeed through math without a problem. Now, one of the subjects that's most often construed as incredibly complicated is what's on your screen right now, and that's parallel lines being cut by a transversal. This is one of the most simple yet overly complicated ideas of all time. Honestly, it is. Okay, so you see these two lines, these ones going across your screen all funny like? These two are parallel. That's your parallel lines part. So, parallel just means that they're never, ever, ever going to intersect. Ever. See, it's pretty much like railroad tracks. Now, this line going right across, that's called the transversal. It's called the transversal because it goes across two parallel lines. It transverses across two lines. Now, I've set up a bunch of letters that all represent angles. Now, I want you to keep this as simple as humanly possible. Let's think about this. How much on a line, like on an angle, how much is 180 degrees? 180 degrees is a perfectly straight line. Now, let's keep this simple, remember. A plus B, what would that be? No matter what. A plus B is going to be 180 degrees because these two combined form this one straight line. Pretty easy, huh? C plus D has to equal 180 degrees. It makes this straight line. F plus G has to equal 180 degrees. H plus K has to equal 180 degrees. Just remember that. Now, the next part that I want to go on to, it takes a little bit of imagination. It does. A. See this angle right here. That's angle A. Now, let's look at angle D. Let's look at angle F. Let's look at angle K. Does anybody see something familiar? Every one of these angles, A, D, F, and K, are the exact same angle. Really, this cannot be any simpler. It looks the same, it's cut by a transversal, it's two parallel lines. A and D look the same, they are the same. Transversals are the easiest thing on the planet. I remember in geometry, people tried to overcomplicate this. We spent a week and a half on the simplest idea ever. Well, let's change this up a little bit. Look at B, angle B right here. Look at C. Look at G and H. Once again, what do you see the commonality? All of these angles are both on a parallel lines cut by a transversal. B, C, G, and H are all the exact same angle. Now I'm really going to blow your minds. Let's go. Remember in my last video when we were going over circles? What does a circle have to equal? A circle has to equal 360 degrees. Now, A, B, C, and D all added up together equal 360 degrees. This is the same with F, G, H, and K. Whoa, this is mind-boggling. Four angles all put together with one common center point have to equal 360 degrees. Mind-boggling. Now, if you really want to complicate things, you can look at it and say A plus B, that makes half of the circle, that makes half of 360 degrees. Whoa, once again, this makes 180 degrees. Parallel lines cut by a transversal are not a difficult subject. If you do have any questions, though, that this video hasn't covered, if You want to be able to figure out how to know this? I mean, it's really simple. It's like putting together pieces of a puzzle. Let's say we know just the angle G. We can actually figure out every one of these angles. G and H have to be similar. That way, B and C have to be the same angle too. Now we can take 180 degrees minus B, figure out A, and A, D, F, and K are all the same angle. Voila, you only needed one angle and you found a total of 8 variables. If you do have any questions though, Mr. Hemphill, myself, and many of the students within the school can answer pretty much any questions you need. But I would definitely recommend going to Mr. Hemphill first. Until next time.